The new era of Kick streaming is here. I just watched a video about Lakari, and that is a dude that had a alleged CP on his computer, and Twitch already unbanned him. However, Kick did not. And Kick, has Rampage Jackson, Cuffum, Aiden. I believe they also have Clavicular. But as always, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I thank you guys for all the love and support. And let's get into the video.
So I don't think there's a single person on YouTube who has talked more about the downfall of Kick than me, but it's looking like even after all of the ups and downs they've had as a platform, they're starting to turn some things around. But how exactly are they doing any of this? Well, you see, Kick started about 3 years ago now, and you guys know at launch, the face of the platform was Aiden Ross, and he really still is the face of the platform, but their whole entire business plan was to just sign these big streamers on Twitch to multi-million-dollar contracts to have them stream on the Kick platform. And while a lot of creators accepted these multi-million-dollar contracts early on, there was also a few creators that were scared to take the risk, fearing that signing to Kick would only hurt their career and their growth.
I've been offered Kick deals before, but I didn't take them because I don't think it's worth it.
What were they offering you?
Like $1 million deals. I didn't really look into it. My manager just told me.
So your manager came to you and said, I have $1 million deal for you to stream on Kick, and you're like, I'm not even going to look at it.
If I took it, I would definitely not be where I'm at today, because I feel like it's hard to grow on that platform.
Yeah,
for sure. And like, no, I don't think the platform, like the mobile app too, is ass. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, it was fair for a lot of creators to originally assume this, because the last time we seen a new streaming platform trying to take over the internet was Mixer, I believe. I'm sure we all remember them signing Ninja to that very large multi-million-dollar contract.
I don't know why in my head I thought that was Kick. That wasn't Mixer, and they signed him and he started fucking streaming on there, and this shit was doing fucking terrible. That shit killed Ninja, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure that shit killed all of Ninja's fucking momentum.
Contract, and that ended up completely failing as the company went bankrupt or like sold. Something happened very bad with the company and it just didn't work out. And that led to Ninja returning back to Twitch, and his career was never really the same due to various factors. But that's a prime example of why a lot of creators feared to leave Twitch, even if it was for millions of dollars. But you see, Kick had more to offer to creators than just million-dollar contracts, because it had a bunch of incentives for streaming on this platform as well. But the main selling point for a lot of creators was the fact that you could come over to Kick and do whatever you want. And that's really how they planned to grow, which worked out pretty well at the start. They were signing all of these big creators, and a lot of top Twitch creators at the time was coming over to the platform. But the problem was, once they signed this deal and came over to Kick, they all kind of started slacking off. They were losing viewership. They were watching movies, TV shows, things like that, not really putting any effort into their content because they had guaranteed millions of dollars. So it's not like they really had to put out the best content in the world in order to get a paycheck. And the worst part of it all is, after they got this money and came over and produced bare minimum content, they ended up just taking the money and moving back over to the Twitch platform, leaving Kick completely high and dry. So around that time, that's when people started saying that Kick was completely going to fail. I was one of those people saying it the most. Creators like Bruce even expressed how grateful he was for the platform and for the money that they gave him, but he really didn't enjoy streaming on the platform at all.
Obviously, I handled it behind the scenes, obviously, but yeah, Trainwreck said something about me losing the deal. No, I didn't take the second deal because they was trying to make me sign an NDA, chat, and I am not going. But it's all love to Kick, because you know what's crazy? They're still giving new and up and coming people opportunity, and they gave me one of the best opportunities I've ever accomplished ever in my life. But I done seen the worst side of this shit, and I done seen the best side of this. The worst side being on Kick for the year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Worst time I've ever had in streaming. The beginning was cool, you know what I'm saying? It killed my motivation for it because it was no creativity within it. It's just do the craziest shit or you're lame.
So after things like that began happening with these creators leaving, that's what Kick decided to switch up their business model and say, okay, we're not gonna give out millions of dollars anymore. Instead, what we're gonna do is pay our creators by the hour, which would incentivize them to actually go live and do real content that will bring in more viewers, because the more viewers you have per hour, the more money you get paid. And this is where the platform started to change and go back in the right direction, because even creators who didn't have these multi-million-dollar deals started seeing a lot of money.
$90 for 2 hours, that's $45 an hour, bro. You took a long break, yeah, but this was when my stream messed up. See, that's actually like really good. $345 for 3 hours, that's at least $100 an hour.
Rich. How's that rich? If you think about it, in 15 streams, 21,000, I stream for an hour. So therefore, that's not bad. $2,000 an hour? No, that's like $1,500 an hour.
But you see, even with creators starting to stream more and getting paid more, seeing all of this success, Kick still had a major problem on their hands because even though there were more people streaming, they didn't really have any bigger creators on their platform outside of Aiden Ross and his friend group. And there was even a time where if Aiden didn't go live, then many people weren't even going to open up the Kick app because he was the only creator they were watching. There was even a time where Aiden had run into some problems with the Kick CEO Eddie, and he was threatening to leave the platform and things like that, and things just kept looking very, very bad for Kick. And after Aiden literally carried the platform for as long as he possibly could, that's when creators like Fuzi started blowing up and doing thousands of viewers, becoming one of the most viral people on the internet. And that went south after he lost his mind and ended up getting arrested for some months and things like that. It literally seemed like every time Kick was on
bro, I swear niggas like get money and then just like, how can I ruin my shit? Let me think to myself today, how can I fuck off my money, bro? Like, what y'all got going, bro?
the brink of elimination, something happened to just completely revive the platform. So when creators like Fuzi started to fall,
Vitaly, that nigga, I think they released him, didn't they? Or is he still in there? Or is he about to get released? That nigga skinny as fuck now. They had that nigga in there fucked up. That nigga about to come out a whole new person. He about to come out broke. Maybe not like broke, but like broke for him. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the rest of us. That nigga still rich. You know what I mean? Possibly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was paying for his family and shit like that and things of that nature.
That's when creators like Vitaly started coming in and blowing up. Streamers like Neon. Literally every time a streamer has had some type of problems to where it could potentially affect their viewership or Kick's viewership, it was always someone else who would come along with a name or make a name for themselves that would completely save the platform from elimination. And now that's turned into one thriving community of Kick streamers. Whether you view them as edgy, cringe, toxic, all of these things that Kick streamers have labeled to them, they're still managing to grow through the use of these crazy viral clips that they've had going viral all over social media. And a large part of that is because they're making so much money that they actually have a lot of money to just throw away and pay these clippers thousands of dollars just to post clips.
Oh, because I skipped a month by accident, so the past 2 months I had to pay out $226K, I swear to God.
What?
I just finished yesterday.
Is it worth it? Is the payout worth it?
It's like, because these people, first off, like, bro, it's so cool, like, these, like, so there's this thing in the Muslim religion, it's called Umrah, where you go to the holy city. This clipper, he hit me up, he's like, bro, this clipping money, you made me able to go and take my family here and we couldn't afford it, whatever. So I feel like at the same time I'm making jobs for people and I don't mind reinvesting my own money, bro. Like,
I spoke to Eddie.
Neon is one motherfucker that I feel like had a crazy like redemption arc. I feel like he's a lot better than he used to be. Of course, he was getting used by bitches and violated by bitches. Not good. But I feel like he's more mentally stable. This nigga never fixed this shit, huh? This shit ain't ever getting fixed, bro. All the streams I done seen of Aiden Ross, this shit right here, like, bro, you could fix that shit, bro. You could fix that shit, bro. It's probably a part of the vibe at this point, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Eddie said, Aiden, how do we get more clippers to with Kick? And I said to Eddie, I said, listen, let's steal the clippers from Twitch. He's like, Aiden, just get me a budget, get me a number. I want all the clippers. Anyone who's clipping for everyone on Twitch, tell them we'll pay them double. So, with that being said, my clippers are about to eat. If you clip shit for streamers on Kick, you're going to get paid double pretty much. I spoke with Eddie about it. Guys, my clippers this last month, they're making like over $100,000. Kick is going to cover everything. So if you're a streamer and you stream on Kick and you got to pay clippers, it's going to get paid for pretty much if you qualify.
But things really started to shift when all of these other creators outside of Aiden.
Shit, I might start streaming on Kick, boy. If Kick, honestly, if we being real, Kick doesn't have as many people. It's probably a great way to grow, but then again, I don't know if Kick is like actually, if they have a promotion system like Twitch, they have no real form of promotion. So it's kind of one of those things. You get more views, you get more promotion, and it's like period. End of the story. You know what I'm saying? You need to bring people to the platform in order for you to actually grow on the platform. And that's why clippers are so important. But with Kick, if they were able to actually make like a search engine type shit where, you know, a discoverability is a thing, it would probably be solid to, you know, stream on Kick, honestly. If hopefully they don't fucking go bankrupt. But they're probably getting paid so much money from stake that it doesn't even, like, from stake and gambling apps, that it doesn't even fucking matter.
And his friend group started coming into the mix. Now, outside of paying their creators extremely well, the highlight of Kick is being able to do whatever it is you want to do. You can basically say whatever you want. You can basically show whatever you want to show on stream. You can fight. You can do all of this. You guys have seen all of these viral clips all over social media. And that's a real selling point to a lot of people, because not only are you getting paid more money, but you have the freedom to do and say basically whatever it is you want to do. And you can do and say these things without having to look over your shoulder and fear that you're going to get banned for a day, or fear that you're going to get banned for a week or a month or a year or permanently. That became a key factor of the Kick app, and at times that's hurt them, but it's also really helped their growth and development as an entire platform as well. Because now you have streamers like Sneeko or Clavicular who are super controversial on social media, and both of those say and do a lot of things that will obviously get them banned on any other platform, but on a platform like Kick, they'll allow it. And with allowing all of that stuff on the platform comes a lot of viral clips, whether it's something negative, something positive, somebody saying something crazy, doing something crazy, whatever it is. It allows these creators to go viral on platforms like Twitter or TikTok, and all those clips do is bring more and more people over to Kick. For example, think of how many people have seen Dean the Great clips go viral over the past 2 weeks, whether he was getting smacked or elbowed or whatever it is that was going on with Dean. All of those clips went viral all over social media, so viral to the point where celebrities like Dana White was reposting some of these clips. Like, it literally blew up, and all of the streamers involved were Kick streamers. Larry Wills, he streams on Kick now. Dean the Great streams on Kick. Rampage Jackson streams on Kick. They're all...
This actually might be a amazing time to start streaming on Kick. You know, especially if, like I said, they find a way to have some discoverability. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. One of the people that actually made me like, you know what, Kick is kind of chill, is a fucking Rampage Jackson. I feel like Rampage Jackson being on the platform was a lot, if I'm being real. Because I feel like he's funny. Rampage Jackson is a chill ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I fuck with him. So it's kind of, hey, this really might be the rise of Kick, honestly.
Kick streamers, so no, Kick doesn't care how many times Dean gets punched in the face on stream. They're not going to ban him. They don't care what Clav does and says on stream. They're not going to ban him. He's one of the biggest creators on the platform.
But the thing is, they crunch down on shit that's actually bad. Like, talking shit. Like, let's have some fucking, like, for real though, let's have some fucking free speech. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, like, Twitch, you can say the wrong thing and get fucking banned. And it's like, it's kind of stupid, honestly. But it just comes down to, like, crunch down on things that are important. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, Lakari, the nigga that was caught with, apparently it wasn't actual CP, it was just close to CP, you know what I mean? And, like, Twitch unbanned him. But Kick was like, no, nigga, we not unbanning you. We don't get no fucks. Which is kind of like, they have to have some discernment between the two. But like, letting people say whatever they want, you know, get smacked on cam, so fucking be it. You know what I mean?
Goes viral almost every day. They don't care how freaked out Rampage Jackson is. They're not going to ban him. They're not going to ban people who are bringing new viewers to the platform each and every single day. And so far, those names have been helping them. Another thing that I probably should have mentioned before that is just their ability to even bring these people over to their platform. Like I said, there's a bunch of incentives with streaming over on Kick. So someone like Rampage Jackson, who already has a lot of money and is also already very popular, has basically no reason to not stream on Kick, especially with the type of content and things that he does on stream. People like Clavicular, who has had a controversial rise to fame on TikTok through the use of like looks maxing and all of that. Of course, when he started getting popular, he wasn't going to be able to go over to Twitch and do everything that he's doing on Kick. It was like literally, he would have been banned in a week. Or someone like Cuffham, who is also one of the biggest streamers on Kick currently, obviously he wouldn't go to Twitch anyway because he's friends with Aiden. But still, even if he wanted to, the content that he does, he literally can't do on Twitch. He can't go on Monkey on Twitch. He can't say the hard R on Twitch like he does so much. There's literally so much that Cuffham wouldn't be able to do on Twitch that he probably wouldn't even have a streaming career if it wasn't for the Kick platform. So of course, people like that are always going to come over to Kick regardless, just because they wouldn't have much of a career if they did go over to Twitch. They wouldn't have much content to make. But the bright side of it all is Kick has been working out so well for them. Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the use of viral clips all over social media, but I think that's also a thing that highlights Kick in a more positive way. There are streamers that can come out of literally nowhere and go viral through the use of clipping, because obviously we know a large part of streaming on Kick is how much discoverability there is with the platform. Obviously there's a lot more competition over on Twitch. You have streamers like Casanat and all of them over there, so a lot of new creators feel like they have a higher chance of success if they just start going live on Kick instead. Now all of that isn't to say that Kick still has like this great reputation on social media, because it really doesn't. The reputation is still kind of bad in like the public eye, just because of all like the more toxic creators they do have on the platform. But there's been creators who have tried multi-streaming on Kick just to maximize like their earnings and things like that, which I feel like more people should multi-stream on Kick, even if creators like Stable, Ronaldo, and Lacey felt like it really wasn't worth it.
I have decided that I'm not going to be multi-streaming on Kick anymore. I told you guys it was an experiment that I wanted to test out to see if it was worth it, if I liked it. And to be honest, it felt like I was separated from two chats. That's number one. And number two, being completely honest and upfront with you guys, the money is not good enough. It was not good enough. It's simple as that. I streamed for 9 hours yesterday and I made $1,500 off of it, or $1,700. So if I'm being completely upfront and honest, it's just, the money's not worth having to, you know, co-stream on two platforms.
Now look at that how you want. I personally feel like the reason why a lot of creators don't multi-stream is because they just care about their viewer count. Like having 15,000 on Twitch alone looks better than having 5K on Twitch, 5K on Kick, and like 5K on YouTube. That makes it look like you're a way smaller streamer than what you are, but regardless of the fact, you're still doing the same numbers, so I don't really like see why it matters that much. Maybe it's like the brand deals and things like that, but Kick is still doing extremely well right now. They're flourishing, and it's really looking like that's going to continue as the platform continues to grow and more streamers and content creators start coming over to this platform to get that hourly pay and do whatever it is they want to do. And I never thought I would be saying this like a year ago, but I think it's safe to say that Kick is here to stay.
But yeah, hey bro, shout out to fucking Kick. I'm not gonna lie, like I don't have the best thoughts in my head when it comes to Kick, but also with Twitch, Dan Clancy, that crazy ass motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of them things like, hey, you pick your poison at that point. But I think that Kick isn't so bad, honestly. I might download Kick today just to kind of check it out, see what they got going on, man. But anyway, y'all, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if nobody told you today. I love you. Peace.